M0FXB, welcome back to my learning videos using the SignalLink USB system. Today the setup is on the Yaesu FT-857D and we will be demonstrating this on many other older radios as well. You can buy this system for around £100 and it has got a very good reputation. We are using the WSJTX software, so please download that. The connection that I have on the back of the 857D looks like this. There is a connector called radio on the back of the SignalLink that you can see there, and it plugs into the DIN plug, which is to the right of the other plug. So let's just call it it's called the data connection, but I want you to see that it's to the right of the one that is unused. So definitely use the right hand one, plug it into the radio, then plug in this sort of printer style USB cable where it's marked USB just here. Plug that into your PC as normal, and it does pick up the audio using that cable. So you can't just plug it into a power supply. It has to go into your computer, laptop, etc. The radio is set to Digi mode just by going up and down the mode until it says Digi. Okay, then we're going to press and hold function. When you're at number 1, so just turn the bottom left knob until you get to number 1. You need to make sure that the extended menu is turned on, okay? Just turn the big VFO. Once that's on, then turn to 38. Now just note that on 37, you can actually change the digi gain. I've left it at 50. And then I've set it to PSK31-U. And then back out. And set your frequency in the normal way. We're using FT8, so we're on 7074. And no, you can't have cat control using the SignalLink. But what you could probably do, and I haven't tried this yet, is use OmniRig to control the the frequencies of the radio. But I haven't even tried that. We're just doing straight control here. The actual SignalLink, I've just turned it on, and I've set the TX just there. Sort of, I don't know what time's that. Just 11 o'clock, is it? And then the RX I've got all the way around, and the delay I've got it up to about 1:45. Okay, just show you that. Now, I'm not saying these are the best settings, but they are the ones that work for me, okay? So just minimize that down. Now let's look at the settings that I got these settings from the SignalLink instruction manual, and it worked for me. You know, I'm not teaching here, I'm just showing you how it worked for me. So the next thing you do is go to your file and then settings, and look at your, I will enable the transmit in a minute. I'm just gonna do that again. File, settings, and then at general I haven't really changed anything. Radio though, I did, and this is in the instructions from Tigertronics. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, radio is set to none. Then it's set to Vox. That's the only two things I set. Then we go to audio, and because the cable from the SignalLink is plugged into the computer, you're able to detect audio codec. Okay, input is line USB audio codec, output is speaker. And I did tick these two boxes here. Okay, click OK. Haven't touched anything else. I haven't even changed the settings on my audio on the PC. I just left them default and it's working. And even my power slider here on WSJTX, I've left it there. It's about 70% up. And you can see that as soon as you connect those two audio cables, or it's one cable with two audio streams, you get this nice green thing here, and all the information for receive starts coming through straight away. So I'm very pleased. I was pleased just to get it to that point. So anyway, the next thing you do is once you're all set, you set the power on your radio. I've got mine on 20 watts, a bit higher than really you need, but I've got it on 20 watts, Digi mode there, 7074. You have to manually change the frequency. If I just change it on here, it won't change, okay? You have to change the radio at the moment. So now we're just going to enable TX now. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But as soon as I enabled it earlier, I got all these red signals come through. So we're going to go enable TX. and the radio does get put into transmit. And you can see that it says PTT. Now I had to tinker a bit because it did just keep on transmitting and not stopping. So the settings that you've got there are the ones that eventually work for me, but it only took me a few minutes. And the other thing I recommend is reboot everything a couple of times. The computer, the software, the SignalLink, take out the connectors, put them all back in, because I found that actually started to work for me. So you can see there, I've got some a yellow one there, ON4KBU, M0FXB. So let's see what happens there. I'm not sure why it stopped. So it should transmit again. No, if it doesn't, I'll enable it. So I just enabled it just by clicking there. It should auto sequence. It did earlier. Let it do its thing. It's typical. It doesn't want to reply now. So what I'll do, I'll just click one of these. Double click. No, it's not letting me. Okay, we're back in TXing now. Like I said, you just got to tinker with it. Because once it started working, it was working really well. I mean, yeah, I actually haven't got any experience with the SignalLink. I've got the U5 link that I've used. There it goes again. So it's definitely trying. So I'm pretty much sure I've showed you every setting that I managed to find. I'll pause it and just see, and then restart if I get a connection. On the graph, it's this one here. I look for a space and I sort of right click and go set TXRX. That's what I do there. So let's hold that. I don't seem to be getting any luck with that. And earlier, I was able to double click one of these. So we just double clicked SV2HTW. I mean, it's fun tinkering, isn't it? So I hope this helps you set yours. Remember, I'm learning. I'm not teaching. I'm learning. I'm always looking for tips. You know, if you've got a tip, excellent. And yeah, old radio, 20-year-old radio. And we're doing USB WSJTX. Thanks for watching my channel. Closing down, 7-3.